What is going on, everybody? How are we all doing? And welcome today to episode number 1, the very beginning of our new FIFA 17 career mode with Manchester City. You can see in the background on the screen now, we're right at the very start where we're selecting the club. We've got these new board expectations, something that's new to the game this year, and Manchester City have got some very interesting ones. We've got a domestic target is critical, we've got continental target that is critical, we have got a brand exposure of critical, we have got financial restrictions of very low. Of course the club's got a lot of money, so hopefully they'll be able to spend a lot of that. And then we've got youth development of low, and I kind of want to go along with that, but then I also do want to bring in some youth players as well and try and get the club in a good position in the future and hopefully get some world domination on the go. But I'm about to set this up. If you do enjoy this video, lads, make sure to leave a big thumbs up on it. Any transfer targets, any feedback, anything like that is always appreciated. But without any further ado, let's get this set up and let's get cracking. So I've just created myself the manager Nidge plays. You can see the striking resemblance, it's just absolutely uncanny. And these are the settings that we're going to be using. So we've got match difficulty of legendary, we've got 6-minute halves, Sterling, Etihad Stadium, down there the latest transfers, of course, European competition in the first season, yes. This is the draw for our Champions League. We've got Real Madrid, which is going to be interesting, Young Boys and Copenhagen. I think usually it was like the official draw, but for some reason, unless I sort it all out, we can't make it official. So we're just going to go with that. And then, of course, we're going to have it so you can have a first transfer window when you first load up the game. But we're going to advance from this, and then we're going to take a look at the squad and see where we need to improve, lads. Come on, let's get into it. So, of course, the first thing you get when you load up, lads, the career mode is the preseason inbox. We're going to see what invitations we've got. We've got the Champions Trophy, the American Challenge Cup, and the Invitational Cup. Obviously, money's not too much of a big deal, but I do want to go into the most difficult one because we're on Legendary. I need to get used to the game, so we will be playing this preseason tournament, and hopefully we can do okay. Like I say, more for practice than anything else. This is the first time since the demo that I'll be playing against the AI, and it's the first time that I've touched career mode. This is the home screen. Looks really clean. It's really fresh. It's nice to have everything sort of touched up for a new FIFA. Let's have a look at what our initial messages are. We have got the board saying we've been invited to the cup even. Oh, shirt sales, that's pretty cool. As we already know, merchandising is an important source of income to the club. Shirt sales are meant to a large percentage of the income. In our most recent board meeting, we've set a goal to earn £127.5 million in sales from player shirts, where there shouldn't be your deciding factor when buying players. During the transfer window, keep in mind that bringing in popular, high-profile players will be, with a good performance from our key players, will go a long way to help achieving that goal. So that's really cool to see, actually. So bringing in big players, of course, is going to increase shirt sales and players playing well. So that's nice to see as well. So perhaps like an Iheanacho, let's say, if he was to do well, more shirts would sell with Iheanacho on the back, which of course is realistic. So that's pretty cool to see. Transfer market information. The transfer window is now open. Remembering that a player's value, blah blah blah. That's just the standard stuff. We have got vision and expectations. That's pretty cool. The vision sounds really modern and futuristic. Hi plays, we are delighted to have you on board and looking forward to seeing how hoping you succeed with our football club. But Manchester City's success is not just about results on the pitch. We have a brand to protect, a business to grow, and supporters to please. Given Manchester City's identity and our long-term plans, these are the main areas we want you to focus on. Domestic success, how well the team does in the league and domestic cups, obviously yes. Continental success, the same again. Brand exposure, exposing the brand to popularity of our club. We will be providing you with specific objectives for each of these categories above, so that's clear what your expectations are. That's pretty cool. You play a pivotal role in helping the club be successful, yada yada yada. Okay, we get the idea there. Scout reports have arrived. We're not going to pay too much attention to that just yet. And then we've got our scout Sam Bell introducing himself. So let's have a quick look at the squad and let's see where we think we need to improve and perhaps what players we can bring through and what transfer targets we can be looking at. So I've just knocked up, lads, what I think is our strongest starting 11 and what I think we could be going forward with this career mode. We're playing a 4-4-1-1. That's the initial formation I've set up. The team, in my eyes, needs to be built around that incredible front two, really, of Aguero up top with De Bruyne in behind. Of course, we've got an amazing squad. I mean, you look there, Sterling, a lot of potential. Silva and Fernandinho holding down the midfield. We've got Gundogan on the bench as well, who can also come in and do a great job. We've got Sane on the right again, loads of potential in defence. We've got Clichy, Company, Stones, Sanya and Bravo in goal, of course. On the bench again, Iheanacho, who hopefully can bring through and do great things with. We've got Gundogan, who I've just mentioned. We've got Fernando, who is is okay to fill in. And Nolito, of course, has had a great start to the season. In reality, a good player to bring off the bench and to rotate with. We've got Caballero, Zabaleta and Otamendi now. Talking points as far as I'm concerned, I think attacking-wise, we are absolutely stunning. I mean, there's nowhere really we could massively improve in my opinion. You could say David Silva's getting on in years, perhaps bring someone in for him, but we've got Gundogan there already. Maybe bring in another central midfielder, but that would be to sell Yaya Toure and bring someone in, which is what I think a lot of people had requested when I spoke about this in another video. That's something that I am going to do, move on Yaya Toure. He's been a great servant for the club, but I do think it's time to ship him out now and perhaps bring in some fresh faces there. In defence, Company, of course, is injured all the time in real life, and we're going to have to just see how he goes on this career mode because he's the captain, he's the leader, heart of Man City. If we can get him playing week in, week out, there's no need to get anyone else in. We have, of course, got Otamendi as well. However, if he does turn out to be very injury prone as he is in real life, then I think it's definitely worth moving him on and potentially bringing in someone else. But like I said, I don't think it's massively necessary because we could still go with a back to Otamendi and Stones. Stones, of course, another player with massive potential. Bravo, we've just brought in, not too young, of course, perhaps bring in a goalkeeper that's got a good future ahead of him, maybe like a Butland for the future, something like that. But I think the area where we really need to strengthen is at left back and right back now. Sanya and Zabaleta at right back, both pretty old now really. We could do with bringing in a younger right back. Maybe Bellerin is a very obvious option. I don't know if there's anyone else you could think to recommend for me at right back. Left back, again, Clichy and Kolarov, neither of them particularly young, but we have got this lad here in the youth, well, not youth intake, he's just one of our young players in real life. Angelino, he's only rated 65, but he's supposedly got a huge future ahead of him, and I would actually love to take out Gal Clichy, stick Angelino there, and hopefully grow him into a massive left back. So on FIFA 16 at least, he grew to become an absolute beast, and like I say, in real life, he's considered to have a big future, and hopefully we can replicate that. So if we're to sign a right back, I think, for, again, another young one, or perhaps not young, but like in their prime rather than someone that's over 30, and then someone to replace Yaya Toure, I think that's all we need to do. As far as sales go, wouldn't mind moving on Kolarov. He's had a good season in real life, but on the whole over the years I've not really reckoned too much of him. Yaya Toure definitely needs to be moved on. Delph is another player that can do a good rotation job, so I don't think I'll be getting rid of him, but Navas is another one I do think we can move on when you consider we've got the likes of Sterling, Sane, we've got Nolito, we've got sort of Silva can play at wide, De Bruyne can play at wide, so I don't think there's any need for Navas either. Apart from that then here, of course, we've got a few young players. Mafio's another one that's meant to have a good future. Again, he's a right back. Should we just play Mafio in there and perhaps risk them growing into becoming a good player? I don't know. Let me know what you think we should do in this situation. I think for now, I'm going to play Mafio and Angelino, particularly as it's only a pre-season thing. But if you think there's someone we should bring, I mean, Bellerin's a very obvious option. Let me know what you think about that. But I think it's mainly going to be about taking players out and perhaps bringing in one or two really big names to improve the squad and see where we end up again. There's just some more young players here. Anyone that's standing out to have massive potential. You've got Ambrose is a 66. I mean, really, it's a fantastic squad and there's not too much we can do to improve it. But I think that with Angelino and Mafio starting is how we're going to attack pre-season, and we're going to stick with the players that I just mentioned up for transfer and then perhaps bring in another midfielder just to strengthen the depth a little bit more. And again, we've got so much players with potential that are loaned out. The likes of Dinea, Unal, Moreno, Zinchenko as well. All players that could have really big futures for us. So I've just set up the training, lads. It's a shame we didn't have one more slot to get in Mafio in there as well, but we've got Iheanacho, Sterling, Sane, Stones and Angelino all on the training programme. I might rotate sort of Angelino and Mafio to let them both grow equally, but that's not a bad start, lads. I'm really happy with the player ratings, the potential players we can bring in. Let's skip forward now and just see where we end up with pre-season if we get any bids for our players. Here we go then, lads. This is the first game of the entire career mode. It's the first game in our pre-season tournament. We're playing against a team called Sagan Tosu, not a team that I'm at all familiar with. This is a team we've gone for, though. It's a pretty strong one, but we are playing the youngsters in the like of Angelino, Mafio, and I've swapped out Iheanacho for, well, taken out Aguero and put in Iheanacho. Basically our strongest team, other than you could say those three, but hopefully it's still going to be enough to get the job done against this team that I'm guessing are very low rated, although legendary difficulty, it's never going to be super easy. Here we go then, lads. First touches of the ball on the career mode. Hopefully we can pull out a result here. Come on, let's be doing this. That'll do. Mafia seen a lot of the ball early on. Plays it to Iheanacho. So we'll make the run. Look at Sterling bombing into the space at the top. We're going to crack this across goal. It's a good save by the keeper, and we've started well. Stop the cross. We've not stopped the cross. Please win that header. Oh, no. Oh, my God. We're 1-0 down. It's the first attack they've had. That's legendary for you, man. I thought we dealt with it initially, but the header went loose. We should have just cleared it, and we are 1-0 down against a team from Japan. Wow. Look at that. Bad touch. Hammers it in. Bravo. Awful positioning. We need to bounce back here. We started well. Nacho, go on. Straight away. Oh, it's just wide. That was a great chance. He knows it as well. Well, half time, lads. We're 1-0 down. I do think we can consider ourselves pretty unlucky to be 1-0 down, though. We're playing well. It's the first game. I'm not going to make excuses. We should win this game, but I'm not too worried right now. Just keep on playing like we're playing. I'm going to make a few subs at half time, completely change the team, and hopefully we can score, because I don't know how we've not just yet. De Bruyne. Look at that run. Sergio. Play it to Sane. Oh. Back to De Bruyne first time. Oh, that's a great goal. I thought the chance had gone, actually. We played it to Sane at the top, I think it was, and he tried. In fact, no, Nolito, I think we've subbed on. I thought we were going to play him in to shoot. It didn't quite happen, so I ended up cutting it back to De Bruyne. First time finish, and that is why we're going to build the team around him. He's an absolute monster. That's a great goal, and we do not deserve to be losing this game anyway, so really pleased we managed to equalise. Hopefully we can go on and win this, but you can see here, look, he just pushed him a bit too wide. Laid him back off, though. First time finish. That is a great goal. Look at the space up top, actually. There we go. That's a nice ball. We're going to ball roll. Laid into the middle. De Bruyne for a second. Drops the shoulder. Penalty. It is a penalty, lads. De Bruyne again. Absolutely instrumental. We were really patient again, and we needed to be. Nolito again. Proving key, actually. Making a good overlap. Went to Marks. Not into De Bruyne. Tries to fake shot back in. But he gets tackled, and we get a penalty. We all know these aren't easy this year. Oh, we have got the assist at least. I'm going to go that way. Top right. Oh, not quite top right. It's bottom right, but it'll do. 2-1 into the lead. That's a bit more like it. De Bruyne with his second of the game. Won the penalty, took the penalty, scored the penalty. 2-1 up. Can't complain at all. Look at the space. Look at the space. It's opening so much. Just wait for the right time to release it. That is the right time. It's Nolito. He's been great off the bench. He makes it 3. Nolito has been really impressive off the bench. Sane didn't do too much. He didn't do anything wrong. But Nolito has come on, and he has made a big difference, man. That's a third goal for us. First for Nolito. They've pushed a few men forward, caught them on the break. 3-1. Superb start, lads. There it is, lads. That's the full-time whistle. We were 1-0 down at half-time, but we turned the game on its head for a 3-1 win, and I am super happy with that. Legendary it is. Don't forget, first game in a while. It's good to get off to a winning start. De Bruyne at the double, and Nolito puts the nail in the coffin for the third. Played really well. We didn't deserve to be 1-0 down at half-time, so I'm glad we managed to turn it around. Let's jump up. Let's jump forward, see what the squad's looking like, see if we've had any offers, and then I think we're going to round off the episode. So you can see, lads, we're now at game day for our second match in the international pre-season tournament. We're not going to be playing that in today's episode. That's going to be next time, because I really want to hear some feedback. What you think we should do with the team, left back and right back situation. Should we stick with Angelino and Mafia and hope that they grow? Should we bring someone in? Should we get another striker? Because we've only really got Iheanacho and Aguero, but we don't want someone to stop Iheanacho from growing at the same time. There's a bit of a predicament there. Who do you think we should bring in general? Let me know. I hope you've all enjoyed this first episode. It's been awesome to start off career mode again. I've really been looking forward to this, lads. Make sure to leave a big thumbs up on the video if you did. Subscribe if you're new around here. And I will speak to you all in tomorrow's video. Have a great rest of your weekend, lads. Nidge out.
Yo, he's Nidge, plays with big games, and player reviews are getting insane. He entertains while he elevates, his video quality resonates. On career mode, he got lots of vids uploading off, and he's rocking it. He's got the confidence in all his commentaries. Videos range, they often vary. Got need for speed and a road to glory. Just watching vids, hey, you know the story. The content is underrated, I'm understating, so don't ignore the like and subscribe button to support the channel that keeps running. It takes 1 second, like it's free, it costs nothing. Peace.